It is 4:22 p.m. Mountain Time. Here where I am, and you don't want to see this back here in where am I? In South Dakota. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chat here. And I hope you can hear me okay. I have the air conditioner on because it is, it is in the 80s out there. How's everybody doing? And this is where I went today, by the way. Very cool place. If you remember that movie from the 70s, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that's where they filmed it, where the aliens came. And so who is here? This Traveler. Hello, This Traveler. And Lucky Dog is here. Max McLear, hello there, driving to the west, east, and south. This Traveler discovers the famous Yellowstone. Yeah, and there are not that many Yellowstones there. Actually, amazing staff, man. Greetings from Marlins Park. Marlin Park's still there, and I'm getting notifications here all over the place. That's because... How's the internet? Can you guys see me okay? Lucky Dog moderator, Devil's Tower is so cool. Loved visiting there. Yeah, and I did there's two trails. One that goes wider. I did a trail that goes right around the tower, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and took some pictures and took some video. And Asim Said, where are you right now? I'm in South Dakota. I'm very close to where they have the presidents, Mount Rushmore. I'm kind of close to Mount Rushmore at the moment, and that's what I'm going to explore tomorrow. I had this crazy illusion that I was going to be able to go there before the live stream, but as you all know, everything takes twice as long when you are on the road. Hey, Wayne Gruen, hello from Palm Bay, Florida. Hello there, and Brandon Stargill, looking good. Thank you so much. And I'm kind of tired, actually. I was going to make coffee before the live stream, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging any longer. So, anyways, I'm going to make some coffee after the live stream, probably, because I want to make a video. And Flat Earth Vegans. Devil's Tower is really a giant tree stump. It does look like a giant tree stump, doesn't it? In fact, according to the sign, they don't really know. Sounds like the mic cable is not plugged in. No, I think it is plugged in. Or maybe... Oh, you know what I did? Built-in microphone. If I go default... 1 2 1 2. The audio is bad. Let me know. How did you like Montana? Well, I didn't do much from Jeff Pickle. I didn't do all that much in Montana, but what I saw, I liked, and I'm gonna get back there at some point next year. At this point on the trip, I'm pretty much driving as quickly as possible back to the east. I have to be at the RV show in Hershey, Pennsylvania, in a little over a week. Actually in 2 weeks, but I still have a lot to see, a lot of states to cover along the way, and I totally lost my train of thought because I've been by coffee. Do you mean IPA by Rafa Schubert? Actually, glad you mentioned that. Oh, this one has a dent. We shall be careful with this one. No, because at one of the rest areas, I opened the fridge and the beer, just went out and dropped it to the floor. So maybe, hold on, this might be an accident. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, perfect. And today we are drinking from Grand Teton Brewing. It's a Teton Range IPA. Actually, and I don't like to drink from a can. Hold on a second. here we go. Alright, this Traveler, oh, the mic is working just not as clear as the studio mic back in Miami. Well, you know, I'm using this, this is actually an Apple headphone because it's an Apple computer that I'm using for the live stream, so it works better. Brandon started just a little overmodulation. Oh, overmodulation, that could be fixed. I could actually, there's a way to fix that. In the system preferences, I probably have it overwritten or something. Sound, input, external microphone, use ambient noise reduction. Test 1 2. Yes, it's supposed to be in the automatic mode there. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's not waste time with that. I want to chat with you guys. I want to salute, cheers. This is the good stuff. Oh man, I've been to so many places on this trip, but this is one of the best ones. All right, let me go back a little bit here on the chat just to see what you guys. It's the geysers that are yellow. And by the way, if you see a fly, I have a stowaway fly that I'm going to evict as soon as I finish this video. From Virginia Beach, hello, Larry Whitler. From Ocala, Rhonda Allen, Max McLear, Heavy Lag. Hello, Robert from Pace, Florida. We will be leaving on our journey to the Northwest in about 2 weeks. Congratulations from Metro Atlanta, Larry Baker. Builder of Stuff from Missouri. This air conditioner is not cooling down. You know why? Because in my haste, in my hurry, I put it on fan only. Okay, let me reset the chat here. Hey, Cal Rootpeg and wife, the Lost RVers. By the way, cool meeting you in California. You sound, you've been moving fast, and we are moving with you. Good job. Thank you so much. And I've been moving fast, but in my original plan, by this time I was gonna be already in Ohio. You know, I'm such an optimist with time. You know, I thought I was gonna make it here by 4 p.m. Mountain, and I made it in the nick of time, and I had to cut 2 things from my plan today. But that's okay. I saw Devil's Tower, and tomorrow I'll just drive around the area, the Black Hills. It's supposed to be a very beautiful area around here. Hello, Rhonda Allen from that's Michigan, right? Yes. And Jason King from if ever in Austin, come by my RV dealership. Counting, okay. And I was just in Austin a couple of months ago. From Long Island, New York. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Tammy McDowell. Hello, Leo Cathy Sigrist. Looks like you've been a lot of really cool places this trip, and I'm looking forward to watching your videos. And if you want to check out like more real time where I've been, follow me on Instagram if you do, or if you're only using Facebook, follow the Facebook page, Traveling Robert, or my Twitter, Traveling Robert. And what I do, I post it on Instagram, but it shoots automatically to my Facebook page, and not the group, but the page and Twitter. So yeah. Robert is live streaming in South Dakota near Mount Rushmore. Enjoy the chat. All right, thank you so much, this Traveler, for handling the chat here, man. It's I'm a little tired, to be honest. It's been a long day. Not as tired as yesterday. Yesterday was driving all day long. Lucky Duck Productions, Pumpkinhead Ale is a good beer. Is that from Daytona Brewing? Barry Edelman, Robert, when you get home, will Minnie need any additional repairs or replacements? Yes. Batteries, for sure. And this summer, the plan is to finally fix my axle. Actually, not this summer, this winter. So I don't wear out tires. I think I'm gonna keep Minitini for a couple of years more, and but for sure I need to do a battery upgrade. My battery is shot. The other night I don't know what happened. I just let it drain like completely, and it's really not holding a charge anymore. Even the refrigerator turned off because there wasn't enough juice to run the electronics in the refrigerator. So lesson learned, and I'm thinking AGMs, but if I can get a deal with some lithium, I might go lithium. One crazy family from St. Louis, hello there, and Basto Salvador from Fortaleza, Brazil. And Armando Correa, IPA beer on me Thursday night. Yeah, man. By the way, I think I misspoke last live chat here, and the meetup in Hershey, Pennsylvania is going to be on Thursday, September 12th. So if you're going to be in the area, probably around 6-ish, we're going to do that. Christopher Olson, you did my dream trip last week, the Teton and Yellowstone. Hope I can do it one day. Well, yeah, Teton. It was really Yellowstone. I liked it more than I thought I would, actually, because I was thinking, what could be so special about some steam coming off the ground? But no, it is special when you're there and you see it in person. It is something to be seen for sure. Robertico, make another Treasure Coast video. Well, I'm wintering in Florida this year, so definitely the Treasure Coast is coming up. Shipyard Pumpkin Head from Portland, Maine. All right. If I make it to Maine this year, and Max Robert, I wanted to hear if I were a rich man, you should beat Zero Most. That's from Fiddler on the Roof, right? If I were a rich man. Eric Pichetto, Robert, what Canadian city did you like visiting the most? Oh man, well, Quebec City on the east is probably the most unique. Montreal is. I really liked Montreal. I want to go again. Vancouver seems to be cool, but we were only there for one day, really, and same with Victoria. Very, very nice, small city. It seems has that small town kind of a vibe to it. People are super nice, but I don't know. And I'm living out Toronto. Toronto is like the New York of Canada. It's also a great city. I'm not helping here. I like all the cities that I've seen. Hi, William Rizari, Tammy McDowell. I need to grab me a beer to drink with you. Yes, get a beer. Baby Ziegner. Barbara, in case Ili is watching. Hi, Ili. Hi. Yeah, I think she's probably watching. And get Battleborn. I'm thinking Battleborn. There's another brand too that I'm going to be looking at. And there's Lion. There's 3 brands actually. So we'll see. I forgot what the name of the second brand was. I probably have it open in a tab in my PC. Oh, Dragonfly. I don't know. They seem to be nice. I'm gonna look into Dragonfly. I'm gonna look into. I don't know. We'll see. Hey Jim, we are here now, late as always. A little later than me. I was a little late. I started at 6:22 Eastern. It's 4:20. It's actually 4:37 now here and for some reason my Mac is still on Pacific time. I haven't. But the PC is hey sleep. It's Sleep RV Repeat. How you doing? Hello Robert. What has surprised you the most so far on this trip? Besides the fact that everything takes longer, twice as long that they should. What has surprised me the most? I really liked Idaho. I mean, that's the most recent memory. It's such a long trip that I'm going to have to digest it for a couple of days after I arrive in Miami to really be able to tell with certainty. I really liked Idaho. What has surprised me the most? People are nice almost everywhere. And yeah, for the most part, it's nice. It's nice out here. Hey, Neftali Aponte. They have gel deep charge battery better than lithium. Direct fit. I'm gonna check it out. John Chucker, I made you a meal in your honor: a chicken cheese with green pepper and onion with honey mustard sauce. Oh man, that sounds delicious. And I'm hungry. I haven't eaten much in the whole day except for some apples, actually. But I'm gonna prepare me a good meal, a good solid meal now before tackling the next project. Kevin Bentley, your podcast sounded like you enjoyed Yellowstone and Grand Teton, and you're going to Mount Rushmore, then Badlands. Same trip we made last year. Recommend a quick Rushmore visit and more time in the Badlands. I hear the Badlands are amazing, so I was going to cut them off the trip because, to be honest, I'm running behind schedule, but I might not stay there overnight, but at least the drive through the Badlands I have to do. Smoky Mountains next week. Any suggestions? Enjoy Smoky Mountains. Go to Klingman's Dome. Go to. It's a beautiful area, and I don't know if you're into that sort of things. Check out Gatlinburg as well. It's a nice tourist trap, but it's a nice one. Dimitri Puhave going to sleep or receive notification. Hello from nightly Russia. Hello, good morning, Russia. Natalia Ponte, where are you now? I'm very close to the presidents, to Mount Rushmore, and tomorrow I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to try to put my face next to Washington, so I'm like the fifth face in Mount Rushmore. Would that be funny? Maybe not. And where we have a Mel Hart, what is your job when you travel most of the time? My job is making videos and posting them here on YouTube and Amazon Prime and yeah. Gabriel Rojas, Robert, mándale un saludo a mi niña Jessica, te está mirando. Hi Jessica. Actually, hi Jessica. I'm looking at myself on the screen sometimes. I should be looking at the. Welcome to Montreal. Yes, Montreal is a great city, and I like the fact that it's a multi-language city. Half the people speak French, half the people speak English, and everybody gets along and they understand each other somehow, which is good. Did you go to Wounded Knee? No, I haven't gone there. When you went through Canada border, were there any difficulties? We may be going next year and want to know what to expect. Both. The only thing that kind of triggered some kind of response was when I told them I was a YouTuber, and then they are like, "Oh, what do you do for a living? Do you work this and that?" And in Canada, they did ask if we had firearms, even if we owned firearms back at home, and they asked for if we had pepper spray, and if we had any food. And I told them I ate most of I don't have any fruits and veggies. I ate them all. All I have is a bottle of wine, and they were fine with it. So yeah, crossing the border, normally it's fine. Whoa, did I miss something? Hi, Rajas, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, Jim, Ohio meetup with Robert, tentative plan for Sunday evening on September 8th in Columbus, Ohio. Location and time should be announced sometime next week once Robert and I get confirmation on location. Well, let me know, and I'll be there, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again and your family. And all I know of Columbus, Ohio, I drove through once back in 2011 or 2010, and I ate at White Castle, but that's all. So you know the area much better. Just find a nice place with nice IPAs that is open on Sunday, and and yeah. Christina Ramirez, happy 50. No, I'm still 48. But by the time this trip is over, I I would at least stepped on each and every one of the lower 48. Not the 50. I'm still waiting for the bridge to Hawaii. But Dan Holloway, hello. Sorry I missed your visit to the Western region. Oops, sorry, California. Our son got married in Chicago August 3rd. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Bengal Tiger, have you been to New Hampshire yet? I only went on I-95. You know, it's a very short stretch. And they have a liquor store right after the state line and right before the next state line. So we did buy a bottle of something there. But that's all. I'm going to try to go back this time around, New Hampshire, at least do Mount Washington. I don't know, something iconic in the state. I'm not going to be able to stay for too long, but yeah, definitely. Darlene Horn, Robert, thank you for all the wonderful videos. You have been one of my YouTube favorites. I'll be hitting the road in December, going to the RTR in January. Happy trails. Have they decided if they're going to do the RTR at Quartzsite? No, right? They're going to do it at Anza Borrego? I don't know. Christopher Olson, your photos from Teton was amazing. And yes, it turns out this phone takes really good pictures. And, you know, it's not like I do a full Photoshop, but you know, I touch the levers a little bit sometimes on Instagram to make them look the way they really looked in real life. So I have so many pictures, and so many that I didn't publish, because if I put 10 pictures of Lake Taggart Lake in Grand Teton, it's like, it's too much, right? Chris Zakarian, love your way of life, man. One day I'll be on the road too. Very inspiring. Well, thank you. And Badlands are a can't miss. You have to drive through them. You want to stop at the Misselman site too. Misselman, huh? Well, this is the plan for tomorrow. First thing in the morning, Kevin Hosey. The first thing I'm gonna do is Mount Rushmore. I only have one night here. I don't have. I have to keep moving. And then I want to see the Black Hills area a little bit. And then I'm gonna go through the the Badlands even tomorrow. And maybe spend 4 hours in the Badlands. I don't know. I know it probably requires more, but according to my plan, and let me open up Roadtrippers here. Free plug for Roadtrippers. One day they're gonna become a sponsor because I use them so much. But see, I have Roadtrippers Plus. Where's my trip guides? No, that's not it. Hold on. Hold on. My trips. I have 13 trips saved, but I'm only looking for one. I'm looking for... Oh, what's wrong with this thing? Did I kill the internet? Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I know what I did. Are we still on? I think the Roadtrippers site is very heavy. It's a very heavy site. But I wanted to show you guys what the plan is here coming up. And why is Chrome not working? Why did we go black? Here we go. Here's the road ahead. And right now we are here. No, I did not. No, we are not. I already did the Roosevelt Arch. South Dakota there, and that's the Badlands, and from there I'm going to make a beeline south. See, at least one thing in Nebraska, which the main thing it seems to be a Chimney Rock. I'm going to go down here to the geographic center of the contiguous United States, and then I can say I did something in Kansas, and then we're going back. I'm going to try to do an oil change in Omaha, Nebraska, and then we're going to do this loop going north and to the northernmost point in the contiguous. Woo! What happened? That's not it. That's Newfoundland and Labrador. It's number 45 here. That's Engle Inlet in Minnesota. And then we're gonna go back. I want to see the Upper Peninsula, and Mackinac Island, Mackinac, and then down to Ohio, and then down to Hershey, Pennsylvania. That's the plan, anyways. Let me close the Roadtrippers page, because that page, they need to get a better web developer. That page is very, very heavy. All right, Blue. Did I miss any other super chat? Hi, Rojas. I saw that one, right? And Michael K. Thank you so much for that super chat. Happy trails. Thank you so much, Mr. Roboto 2338. Look forward to seeing you in New Hampshire. Well, look forward to seeing you too. Hopefully our paths will cross up there. Let me know where you are. Send me a private. And domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. And we have another super chat from Blue Wave Odyssey. Your videos rock. Thank you so much, Blue Wave Odyssey. Hey CLT, how are ya? I saw you were earlier in the chat. I was not that I was driving and monitoring the chat while I was on my way here, but that's how I told you guys that I was gonna be late. Something about a trip. We live there. It's impossible to. And the traveling pieces. Long time viewer, first time chatter. Well, welcome to the chat. And I'm glad I didn't miss you. Jim, okay, hoping for the location you wanted. Have not heard back yet since we talked last night. By the way, Columbus is home to more than White Castle, Wendy's, Donato's Pizza, City Barbecue, to name a few. Oh, Wendy's, really? We don't have Donato's Pizza in Florida, I don't think. You know the truth. Hey, Robert, do you have any plans to go to Lexington, Kentucky? Not on this trip, but I will go because my cousin Juan lives in Louisville, so you know I'm gonna be in the area at some point once again. Rafa Schubert, so happy you're using Insta stories more often. Post more. Yeah, I know. I'm starting to get hip, you know, because I didn't like the Insta stories at the beginning. I'm kind of not a fan of vertical video or pictures for that matter, unless I'm photographing the Eiffel Tower or something like that. But you know, I went to VidCon, and one of the things they teach you at the Instagram seminar is you have to use all Instagram features. You know, live stories. There's there are 4 pillars: live stories, the timeline, whatever it's called, I forget now, and there's another one. Instagram TV, which I'm going to start doing Instagram TV a lot more too. Roberto Foradini, thank you so much for that super chat using Roadtrippers too, Robert KKK, and yeah. Roadtrippers, I like it. And by the way, they have a customer service team that they're pretty responsive. Robert, you remind me from Bengal Tiger. You remind me of the John Steinbeck book, Travels with Charlie. I read it, and at some point, I want to follow his footsteps. Although there are several accounts that mention that the book it's more fiction than fact, but in any case, it's a good travel book. It's beautifully written. So yeah, definitely, I wanna do Travels with Charlie, and I wanna do Blue Highways, and that's gonna be after Alaska at some point. Tap channel. Culture LT, hi, I see you at my channel from time to time in the comment section. Cheers. Oh, okay, CLT. CLT, thank you so much for that super chat. Getting ready to head to Margaritaville, Hollywood Beach. I'll have a Cuba Libre in your name. You do the same once you get settled in. Yeah, definitely. Margaritaville. I really like that bar that they have that is half outside on the boardwalk and half inside. It's outdoors, but it's too hot in Miami to be outdoors right now. So enjoy Margaritaville, man. Enjoy. Mark H, keep up the great work, Robert. Love your videos and especially the drone footage when you can. Thanks. Thank you, and thank you so much for that super chat. I haven't been flying the drone all that much in this later part of the trip because I've been in national parks. You know that they don't let you fly the drone there, and I'm sure tomorrow in Mount Rushmore it's also a no-fly zone. But that's totally okay. I've flown it a little bit whenever it's being safe and legal. And now that that I have the license, you know, I got my commercial, finally my part 107 commercial pilot license. Now I cannot say, oh, I didn't know. You know, now I cannot fake ignorance. Now I'm expected to know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn off the AC a little bit because I'm yelling here, and there's no need, really. Yeah, whenever they invent now I can raise my level here a little bit. Whenever they create an RV air conditioner that doesn't make that much noise, it will be great. And some of the older RVs, they have quieter units. I don't know. Nikki Log, first time chat. I myself will start to drive with a camper trailer soon. Good continuation. Well, enjoy and happy trails to you. Maritel. Hi, Robert and Lucky Dog. Okay, Milhart. Hello from Germany. When is your birthday? It's in July. So it already passed. We actually celebrated it in Las Vegas. It feels like like decades ago, but it was only 2 months ago. Yeah, no, not even 2 months ago. Is there any difference between RVing in Canada or America? Well, you have to read the signs in meters, and they spell some words differently. Other than that, it's the same. Mexico might be a different thing. Europe is definitely different, but Canada, it's the same system that we have. You know, with sewer and the electricity is the same. Everything is the same. Bengal Tiger, please recommend first small RV. My husband is retiring in a few months. We want to travel. We will buy a Ford truck to pull RV. Thanks. Look into Lance. Look if you can afford. Look into Airstream if money is no object. And these micro minis are also very nice. Once you change the water heater, I think they are coming with a good Bill. One. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. And it's actually I really enjoy this. Even though I was tired, it was a 4 hour drive today. I really enjoy this. It gives me energy. I don't even need the coffee. And what's the IPA for tonight? Well, Papa Drew, but the IPA for tonight is a Ground Teton Brewing IPA. And I have another one there that I might, since I don't have to drive anymore today, I'm just going to be here. I might indulge and partake. We'll see. One life, live it, be safe. Yeah, no, definitely gonna live it. 284 of you watching. I never monitor that when I'm here using the software that I'm using, OBS, because I kind of don't have enough real estate here on my screen. But that's really cool. Actually, I could do this actually. But then I'm going to look at myself with a delay. But it doesn't matter. I don't really need to see myself, right? I could just do this. And Marco and hi Robert, my family and I got interested in camping about a year ago after we saw one of your videos. We have now about 2 campers. What? We now about 2 campers and 2 pickup trucks. We love it and we are making memories. Thanks. Yeah, that's what it's all about, making memories. And in my case, it's also making a living doing what I love. And it's been an epic trip. Let me tell you, I've seen so many places. And Tina Holtzman, my husband and I can't wait to meet you at Troix in Hershey. Oh man, we might have to reserve a table, huh? I'm gonna create the event in Facebook and let's try to get a head count. But If not, they'll accommodate, I'm sure. Jason Bergeron, thank you so much for that super chat. And Mountain Salsa. Salsa con Mountain. All right. And Michelle Sanchez, what's your favorite thing about Grand Teton National Park? Your pictures are so beautiful. And I've always in my mind had the picture of those mountains. I've seen so many videos by other people. And free plug, Lolojo. I did most of my research watching Lolojo. They seem to be nice guys. I really hope to meet him at some point. And there's a fly. There's a fly in my window. I love seeing the mountains. I'm a mountain guy. I love the mountains and the prairies and the mountains and the desert. And seeing buffalo, although there were fewer buffalo. It's not a buffalo. You're supposed to call them bison. They don't like it when you call them buffalo. But so lots of those. The wildlife is great. I saw moose. I saw the moose by the river, far away. But my Sony camera. Where is it? Which is probably what I'm going to do now after the live stream. I'm gonna make a video about my cameras because I have nothing. I have nothing for you guys for Sunday. This camera has a 30x optical zoom, and it's amazing. Well, you've seen the videos. Mark H, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate it, man. And I had a message from Jim here that I want to read. The original Margaritaville outside Sandusky, Ohio. Oh, really? That's where Jimmy Buffett. Hope to take Robert there for lunch or dinner on his short trip stop in Ohio. I really hope I can make some time to be there longer, Jim. We'll see. Right now, I'm shooting for arriving there on Saturday, whatever the date is, Saturday before the RV show. But we'll see. Gene Stark, when you get back to Florida, you will need to really look at some of the places that people don't know about. I mean, I know you like to travel outside Florida, but what about spring in Florida? I'm going to do winter in Florida, and I'm going to try to... I know it's going to be tough because winter, all the snowbirds are down there, but I'm going to try to hit as many of the state parks as I can and hit a lot of stuff in Central Florida. And if I can make it to northern Florida, I know there's a bunch of there's caverns and waterfalls. See, waterfalls in Florida, believe it or not. When is the meetup in Florida? When you get back, probably sometime in October. We can do something in October. I think that meetup we had at MIA Brewing Company was very successful. So maybe we can have something there once again. Flies are majestic also. No, I'm evicting this fly. Oh man. If I do this on live YouTube, will I get demonetized? No. He escaped. I'll get him. Now PETA is going to be all over me. Anyways, Robert, your videos are the best. Thank you for all the time. You're welcome, Patty. Jason Bergeron just tried to super chat 10. Weird, only $1.99. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. It's weird. We call my sister Moose, really? We call my sister Moose. Check out the Catskills when you're in New York. There's only so much I'm going to be able to see, but yes, I'm going to... 5 o'clock quitting time, mountain time. All right, it's 5 o'clock mountain time, yeah. Michelle Sanchez, any recommendations for a starter drone? Well, Nomadic Fanatic really likes his Mavic Air. I would go for something by DJI. I wouldn't even try to just get the DJI. Not the Air. What's the Spark? Is it the little one? I think it's $400 and change. I would start with something like that. And the thing is, if you get anything less expensive than that, it's really hard to fly, and the video is not so great, and you're gonna be disappointed, and and also depends where you live. If you live in an area where you can fly a lot, it's it's better, right? In Miami, for example, I'm not even supposed to be flying it in my neighborhood. Adam, will you stay at Fort Wilderness again? Probably not. Mark Cohen, sorry about that typo. We have now bought 2 campers and 2 trucks, is what I should have said. We was bold and upgraded. Yep. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. What about a meetup? My husband would like to meet you this fall. A meetup where? Top advice or tips for new full-time RVers before buying or after buying? Before buying, you have to do a lot of research. Really, do your homework. You're not gonna regret it. And then, you know, so you want to be an RVer. It's a book by John Huggins. It's a few years old, but I would buy that book and read it cover to cover. It pretty much covers everything there is to know about RVing. And his website, livingthervdream.com, is also a great resource for all kinds of knowledge. That's where I would start. And then when I started, there weren't as many YouTube channels, so I did read a lot of books. Many of them I don't even recall the names, but yeah. Gene Stark, do something in Orlando, Oklahoma. There's an Orlando in Oklahoma. We could get there. How about come over to Tampa? I know you're in Miami. People don't like Tampa, but hey, here's where the Cuban sandwich. I like Tampa. I do happen to like Tampa. Actually, Tampa was the first city where I lived for about 2 weeks. But that was the first city where I actually lived when we arrived in Miami, in Florida. Back in 1988, because my parents they had some very good, they have some very good friends in Tampa, and yeah. So my first experience in America was Tampa, actually. Robert, please say hello to my wife Kitty. Hi Kitty, and you need one of those electronic flight swatters. Nah, they have electronic ones now. Oh man. Hey, Jason Berger on Success. There is a slider. Have a great one, brother. Love following the photos on Facebook. Look spectacular. We are planning on going to the Pacific Northwest next year. Cheers. Well, cheers, Jason. And the Pacific Northwest, that Oregon coast is beautiful. I didn't really explore much of the. Well, I did actually. I did the Columbia River Gorge, and that's inland Oregon, and it's a lot to see out there. And I've never seen as many trees as I've seen in that area, as the Pacific Northwest and the redwoods, and in California and Oregon. It's really it's a beautiful area of the country for sure. Mr. Roboto 2338. Let's leave it there. I think in my video conveys exactly my feelings. David Valles of Vales. Hello, Robert from Naples, Florida. Hello to Lori Laria for me. She loves that. She'll love that. Hi, Lori Laria. And Michael Acevedo. Hi, Rob. Say hi to Sonia Nisa. My wife really loves you. I'm going to have to start charging for these shout outs. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Sonia Nisa and Lucky Dog Productions. Tap Video Production flies a Mavic Air. And I have the original Mavic Pro. It's fine. It works perfect. So far, 2 years, right? A little over 2 years. When was that? Somebody look it up. When was my video about Biscayne Bay when we went with Raul in his boat? That's one of the first videos with the Mavic. Oh man, this is really good beer. I should stop, right? Jaime Lozano. Hi Robert, how is the road trip going? Having fun? It's been a great road trip. I've been to so many places, but I already having the itch to head back. And someone is calling me from area code 609, Princeton, New Jersey. Leave a message after the tone, because I have no idea. Okay, let's address the Fort Wilderness issue. I have a Gene Stark here. If it was $50 a night, I would have no issue with it. But it's $200 a night, and they claim to be the Disney experience, and I don't think they are. I think they're. If you compare them with the experience you get at any other of the Disney resorts, it's subpar, and that's all I have to say about that. Maybe I had a bad experience. Maybe it's circumstantial. Totally possible. But even if everything was perfect, I don't think it's worth $200 a night. Let's just put it that way for what you get. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Any thoughts on Lyre River by Nomadic Fanatic? I was at the Lyre River. I entered the campground. It's one of those campgrounds that is very narrow, and it was first come first serve. I went down, I went around, and left. You're gonna see it in the video. It's very woody, woodsy. It's in the middle of the woods, and I've discovered that I'm not exactly a woods person. I find it kind of maybe because I'm not used to it. But it's being surrounded by so many trees and not being able to know what's 10 feet away from me. It's a little unnerving. It's me, and that's the way it is. Jim, before buying an RV, go out with someone who has what you think you want. Far too many buy something and it scares them. Do not be afraid to ask to help from others. Research and take your time. Yeah, definitely. That's a great advice, Jim. And not enough amount of research is going to be enough. Go to an RV show, rent an RV, because once you buy something, you're pretty much stuck with it, or you could be stuck with it. In my case, Minitini was 80% of the way there, and the stuff that I didn't like, I've been modifying and fixing. I mean, I probably voided the warranty on this thing years ago, but but make it home. Like these tables. This used to be a dinette. I made it into a working bench kind of thing because that's what I need. I don't want a dinette that is occupying space here and things like that. And I'm like, I put solar on the roof now. I'm gonna upgrade my batteries. You're always gonna have to upgrade something, change something, and something is always gonna break. Knock on wood, because nothing major has broken in this thing yet. Robert Camo, hey, yes, Robert, you are in our neighborhood. Not too long ago, you picked something from Whole Foods. Yes, I did. Well, I did pick up something from the Whole Foods in Petaluma, California. And then the one, oh, where is it? It's near SeaTac in Seattle, Tacoma. It's what's the name of the place? Des Moines, Washington. There's a Safeway there. That's where I picked up some other Amazon stuff. And I'm in 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna pick up some stuff in Nebraska. What's it called? I'm starting to get tired here. Maybe I should turn the AC back on. In low. I'm gonna leave it in low, and yeah. I hope that it doesn't bother you too much, the noise. Alright, let me just give me a second here because it really bothers me. Omaha, Nebraska. It really bothers me when I forget the name of a place like Omaha, Nebraska. Love your new song, Going Home. Yeah, it's not quite finished yet, but I'm gonna finish it soon and put it on Spotify. Favorite Florida Key West. I mean, that's a no-brainer. October meetup in Marathon. Maybe. Could be. We could do that. I don't know how many people are going to be in the Keys in October, but Yeah, we could do Jolly Roger or Mr. Roboto. I was also kind of surprised of how bad the security guard. Yep. Okay, moving right along. The song Lyre River. I remember that. That's the one that he wrote, right? Yeah. Are you ready for a bigger RV? Nope. I want something possibly same size as this with an engine in the front. Check out Leisure Travel Vans. Love their Class B Plus Wonder and Unity. I really like the Wonder. Is it the Wonder? No, the Unity. They have a Unity island bed that I really used to like, and I used to love their Serenity too. But the only problem with those B pluses, they're like 1 or 2 feet a little too long for not having a toad. So in Canada, do you go to Banff and Lake Louise in the mountains? No, I'm saving that for next year when we go to Alaska. But we did go to Whistler. Robert, if it's not too personal, what did you do for a living before your RV life? I had an office job that it was fine, but I didn't like it very much. I didn't feel fulfilled at that job, and what I always wanted to do since I went to college was TV, or film, anything like what I'm doing now. And I settled down for an office job it was a TV network, but it was not what I wanted to do. Who is in Oxnard, California? I don't know. I went to the Whole Foods there also to pick up a package. Peter Brill, what are you planning on seeing Sunday or Monday? By Monday, I would love to be in Iowa, but I don't know. And in Iowa, I'm probably going to see the bridges of Madison County. And that's about it. I have only one thing that I can see in each state, and it's got to be something that interested me and something that it's somewhat iconic. The way the sun came out, it's now a beautiful afternoon here in North Dakota. Chris Hall from Amelia Island, Florida, very cool island. And Dr. Motab from Saudi Arabia, and Jacob DeVille. Do you find that a lot of Americans take for granted the amount of land that you can travel and the freedom of movement within? I don't know if you take it for granted, but there's a lot of misconceptions about the West and the places like Idaho, and I think everybody should travel and see these areas of the country because they're very nice, actually. Ruth Leclerc, love your videos. We are going to Red Coconut after watching your review. Yeah, I would love to go to Red Coconut soon. Lucky Dog, Robert, the funniest part of that particular video was the roach running across the floor. The official welcome to Florida bug, huh? Yeah, I couldn't resist. Did I hear your ringtone on your cell phone? Your cell phone? Yeah, my ringtone is riding in my RV EDM version. That's one of my favorites of my own songs. So yeah, I caught crabs in Port Arkansas, Texas. Really? Cool. I have no idea. Port Aransas, Texas. Been to the Keys in November. Yeah, it's not so bad. Port Aransas. I have no idea what that is, but if it's nice, I'll visit it at some point. Chris Hall, never watched your channel. Very long. No, sorry about that. I'm sure there are shorter channels. Tampa John, Sunshine Key RV booked October. Yeah, Sunshine Key. That's like the resort where we stayed. It was very expensive for that site that we got. But it was worth it. That was exactly 1 year ago for the... Or was it 2? Or 1? No, yeah, that was the... That's where I filmed Minitini's 4th anniversary video. So that was a little less than a year ago because that video was late. So at some point next week, I'm going to do Minitini's 5-year anniversary. Minitini is going to be 5 in a week. Michael Acevedo, Coach House Platinum. Yes, I like, but most of the good ones are twin beds, and we don't like that all that much. But they're very well built. Michael Acevedo, do you think Class C is more convenient for what you do, or do you travel in this? It depends. It really depends. But I want to try it. I really enjoyed having a C in Finland when I went there, and I like the fact that you just have one vehicle. You don't hitch and unhitch. The only thing is, if I'm here now, and if I want to leave camp to go somewhere, and if it's a small enough Class C, I can park it almost anywhere. I would have to leave something here at the campsite to basically to claim it. So I don't know. I'll let you know when I get the Class C. The Class C HM Venture. Hey Robert, Mario, and Heidi here. How is the Macro Air Easy Start working out for you? Just watched your video. Seriously considering buying one for our trailer. It works well. I really haven't taken advantage of it all that much because that generator that I have, the Westinghouse, while it is nice and lightweight, it is kind of noisy. So I try to use it not very often, but I've used it 3 or 4 times during this road trip, and it's worked well. Don Holloway, thank you so much for that super chat. Cheers. And you know what? It's Friday. I don't really have anywhere to go tonight. What do you say? We open a second one. I'm not even going to unhitch. I just arrived and parked, and it's fairly level. I'm not even going to unhitch here. I'm just going to hang out here at the RV, and tomorrow morning we're going to Mount Rushmore. Cheers. Amy Watson, will you get a camper you can drive for Alaska? No, I'm just going to swoop up Minitini a little bit suspension-wise, and I'm going to fix my axles and maybe raise it a little bit off the ground, and Minitini is going to Alaska, most likely. Do you miss Kia? I miss certain things about Kia, especially when something annoying happens with the Colorado, and Kia had a much more comfortable seat, and stuff you stored back there didn't get all dirty with trucks. The way they are designed, the bed is not airtight. So whenever you go on a dirt road, dirt gets in there. But then again, I cannot smell the fumes of my generator. Now everything is a compromise, but I do miss certain things about Kia. Jason Bergeron just got back from Florida, went to Lobster Fest. Based on your review, had mojitos and Maison de Pepe for you. We loved Sunset Celebration as always. Yeah, Key West. And the last time I was there, something was missing. Maybe it was still too close to Hurricane Irma. But I do love Key West. For a long time in my life, I had a recurring dream with Key West, and I didn't know it was Key West. And one day I went back to Key West, and I'm like, oh, that's the building I've been seeing in my dream. There you go. One more thing you know about me. 4 stops in Wisconsin. Which stops? Do tell. Spring Hopes Station. I know you love live music. Have you ever been to Bluegrass Festival? No, not yet. And I do love bluegrass. So, maybe next year we'll go to Kentucky, or what would it be? Bluegrass, Tennessee, or Kentucky area, right? That's where bluegrass is from. Vern's Misadventures. Hi Robert, I really enjoy your videos, especially like the way you enthusiastically describe the historical significance of the places you visit, and you love this country. Your love for this country comes through. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a history buff, and I like to find out, what I'm looking at, facts about the places that I visit, and I do love this country. I do love living here. Definitely. Padre Island National Seashore, primitive and beautiful, 65 miles of beach. Yeah, definitely. I do want to camp on that beach, at least beach. No, that's one of the words that I mispronounce. Beach. Cristina Ramirez, we stayed at Jolly Roger RV Resort last year for Memorial Day. Great time. Yeah, here is a good one. If I can find some vacancy this winter, I would like to stay there. Now that they closed the one that the one that is my internet. My internet had a hiccup just now. And Robert Tim from Cincinnati. Maybe I'll get to see Cincinnati, but I don't know. Hey Jim, good night. Have to get ready for big family trip to Wright-Patterson Air Force Museum tomorrow. Best part, it is free. Check out your email later for Ohio update. I will. Robert, do you dance? Miss Library Diva. Yeah, I have 2 left feet. I dance when I get drunk, actually. So if I have a couple more beers, I might. Yes, Mr. Roboto, Jacob DeVille. Who is your favorite president? Nah, I'm not gonna touch that one. Robert, are you there with Illy? No, Illy unfortunately had to fly back, but she's here with me in spirit for sure. I've been missing her a lot, and but you know what? I'll be back in Miami with probably sooner than later, less than a month most likely, and yeah. In the end, time flies. Whether you are or not are having fun, time flies. Believe it or not. Hey Jeff Foster, Jim. Yes, updated axle project this winter when we get back to Homestead. Good thing I have a semi to haul everything and pull the fiber. Yeah, you're kind of overkill when you have a semi. Robert, you been to Alaska? Yeah, we were in Alaska in 2010 not with the RV. We flew to Fairbanks and did the Dalton Highway all the way to the Arctic Ocean. And I plan to do that next year, hopefully. Minitin is not going to go all the way to the Arctic Ocean. The Dalton Highway is very rough up there. But I would love to park it like at Marion Creek Campground and take the truck the rest of the way. Daddy time. Hey Robert, is Canada as clean as everyone says it is? Yes, it is. And actually, most of the United States is too. Jackie Trujillo. Hi Robert, you ever gonna do a cooking video? Yes, I have some cooking videos coming up. Polly P. Robert, your map shows 4 stops in Wisconsin. What do you like about Wisconsin? My map showed 4 stops in Wisconsin. Let me open it up here so I don't open it up. I'll let you know right now. Wisconsin. Oh, Milwaukee. There's that Sturgeon Bay, is it? Where Green Bay? No. There's that. There's the Wisconsin Dells. And I think that's it. That's all I really have. Madison, the capital. But those are the 4 stops in Wisconsin. In Raleigh, end of September. IBMAs. What's IBMAs? Texas Beach. What? Huh? Tampa John, do you go to Custer State? No, I'm not gonna be able to do it this time around. I know there's so much to see out here, but you have to pick your when you're traveling in a little bit of a rush like I am right now, you have to pick what to visit. And Custer is gonna be some other time. Let's face it. Hi Robert, which is the best RV show to see all the RVs? I am kind of partial to Tampa. In the winter, it usually happens mid-January. And then there's Hershey, Pennsylvania. And Pomona, California. I forget when it is. I believe it is I forget when. Google it. Pomona, California is supposed to be really good if you are on the West Coast. What about Saudi Arabia? Are you planning to visit? Someday, but it's not in the immediate plan for sure. I would love to visit. Steve from California, when are you coming back to Southern California and those beautiful beaches? Man, I just came from there. It's going to be a little while. It's going to be at least a year, maybe two. But yeah, definitely gonna get back there. Drama Queen finally made it on time. Is the weather cooler up there in the northern states? It's not as hot as Florida, that's for sure. And at night it always gets cool, and that I like. Cactus Jack, do you put lime or salt on your beer? Nope, neither. Don't like lime or salt. Not even Corona. Mr. Vara, have my first Cuban sandwich in Plymouth, Massachusetts last week. Not too bad. I would be up for traveling Robert Cuban sandwich video. You know, I've never made a Cuban sandwich in my life. A true story. Rafael Schubert, Robert, do you feel comfortable driving in snowy areas? No, not really. And nope, not really. I drove once in New York and New Jersey, like Jersey City, with old Kia. There's no video of it. With Florida tires, and it was not pretty. That thing was like a sleigh, man. It was all over the place. Hey, Red Jaguar 100 on the Hi Robert on the road. We'll be seeing you in a few weeks. Safe travels. Yes, looking forward to that, man. And somebody has been naughty in the chat, apparently. What beer are you drinking? I'm drinking Grand Teton Brewing. And guess where I bought it? Grand Teton. Top 3 favorite states to live. Not to vacation, to live. I would have to say Georgia. It's one of them for sure. I live in Florida. I mean, Miami is kind of that big city, crazy place, but I guess it's not that bad to live. Arizona, not in the summer. Idaho, not in the winter. I don't know, yeah. Hey, Carl Rootpeg and wife, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I appreciate it. And Michelle Sanchez, 2019 California RV Show, October 4th through the 13th in Fontana, California. And I saw that that Armando Correa liked Hershey better. I like both. They're very similar. They're both very large, but I like the in Hershey they do something weird. They use the arena for the vendors, and I like the vendors area at Tampa better. The good thing about Hershey that Hershey's has over Tampa is that in Hershey you get to see all the new RVs, the model year. Like if you want to see a 2020 RV, Hershey is the only place where you can see it because all the 2020 RVs are coming out. And by the time the Tampa show happens in January, you know, we've seen them for a while. Visit Tijuana, Mexico and check out the Chicago Club. Isn't that what they invented, the Caesar salad? In Pomona, yeah, Michelle Sanchez, Pomona. That's the one that I thought. And Jackie Trujillo, naughty person deleted, I'm sure you meant. HM Venture, yeah. I'm so glad that I have good moderators here. We watched your Fort Wilderness video when you showed us a trash can by your picnic table. It looked like it took, or you had to keep that smile on your face for the camera. I wasn't mad, but I was disappointed. Let's just put it that way. Any plan visiting Canada? Yes, at some point I want to do the Trans-Canada Highway, probably next year. Soy Joy, what's... I missed the original message, I guess. Okay, what beer you drink? Okay, that's cool. What are your Michigan stops? I have only one stop, one must stop. And that's Mackinac Island, where they won't allow me to take the RV, but I'll take the ferry. I wanna see Mackinac Island, that area. But I'm gonna stop somewhere in the Upper Peninsula and maybe those sand dunes and Detroit. I wanna see Detroit because it is Detroit. In the morning, Robert. Love your longer videos. Please keep them coming. Thank you. And yeah, definitely. And the fly is on my keyboard. If it wasn't on my keyboard, I would sweat it right now. You know. Have you ever seen those TV shows where all of a sudden a fly goes into? Ah. Jimmy J. Hita. Hi Robert, my 4-year-old and 1-year-old Jovin and Roman. I watch you every Sunday morning. Are you planning on coming to Montreal or Quebec? Yes, both cities. I love both cities. Um, at some point, I'm gonna go back. And for Gary May, that's all I have to say. And I'm going to Badlands tomorrow. Any bad experiences overnighting at Walmart? A couple of times. That one time at band camp. No, that one time in Horizon City, which is just east of El Paso. One night in Columbia, South Carolina. It was kind of loud. Some characters speaking profanely in the parking lot. I just moved to the Cracker Barrel. Red Jaguar, Robert, don't forget about Troy's on Thursday, September 12th, 2019. I have it ready for us. You do? Have you talked to them? Really? Yes, definitely. I've been announcing it, so this time we're going to have a lot more people. Last time it was a nice, cozy group, but I have a feeling this time we're going to get a lot more people, which is totally cool. I really enjoy meeting you guys on the road. It's just... sometimes I travel so fast, you know. There's so many people that have invited me to their homes or to Mooch Dock or to take me here or there, and I haven't been able to do it because, first of all, I'm totally disorganized and I lose emails, and especially if you message me through Facebook, that stuff sometimes goes into the black hole, and then I cannot, for the life of me, recover them. And but eventually, I will slow down when we really start. Full timing. Yeah, Mackinac Island, beautiful. Okay, already 69 in Wisconsin, huh? No, Wisconsin, yeah. Well, it is kind of nice here too in South Dakota. I know you drove through, but did you visit Connecticut? No, I haven't visited Connecticut. In fact, I haven't. I don't think. Yeah, I did. I cheated, and I did put my Connecticut stickers, but I haven't visited Connecticut. Maybe I'll do something now as part of this coming trip. Paul Marks, we plan to spend a few days in Miami next summer. Any recommendations what to visit or where to stay? Well, if you stay in an RV, the no-brainer is Miami Everglades or Larry and Penny Thompson Park. And I mean, it's crowded. It is what it is. You have to see South Beach. You have to visit downtown, maybe Bayside, Little Havana, have a Cuban coffee and a Cuban sandwich. Yeah. RV crazy crowds. What? Tampa, John, Detroit, see Ford Museum. Yeah, definitely. Know you're pressed for time. I really want to see in Detroit, and the Ford Museum sounds like a great place to visit. You will not, Jason. You will not regret making get some fudge. Yeah, I've heard some Murdoch's is the place to get the fudge. Because let me write that one down because Murdoch's fudge, Mackinac City. No, that's in Mackinac City. We want the one in Mackinac Island, right? Okay, got it. Where do we go here? Got it. There it is. And what I do whenever I get a recommendation, find the place, I put a little star on it. So now it is saved to my starred places. And when I'm in Mackinac Island, chances are I won't remember why I have a star there because my brain, but at least I have a star there and I won't forget. Free Hershey chocolate, I'm working on it. You are working on that too, huh, Red Jaguar? RTR in 2020 Arizona. No, I'm gonna Don Holloway. I'm going to winter in Florida this time. I'm gonna give my home state a little bit of love. And now it's too cold in here. Okay, we can turn that off for a while. It's probably like 70 degrees out there right now, and I'm losing my voice. So no RTR 2020. I don't think I'm going to go. Hi Robert, what made you take on such a long trip mostly by yourself? How did you plan it so well? Well, I wanted to see the lower 48 while I was still 48. Although I did spend perhaps too much time in California, and well, I also wanted to go to VidCon in California. Do you want a pet companion to keep you company? Nah, not really. Um, the company would be nice, but I don't want that kind of responsibility, to be honest. If I want to go on a long hike, that kind of thing. Okay, New Zealand Railways. Superheated spin with horizontal by Carlos Parker Rector. I have no idea. You need to try New Haven pizza. All right, New Haven pizza. I could always go for it. I'm kind of hungry actually. I really love your video. Your Memphis video was the first one to inspire me to visit the US. I have 10 left and hope to visit all my 28th birthday next year. If you get a chance, check out Wall Drugs. Yes, that's on the definitely Wall Drugs is on the plan. If hey, RV Crazy Crowds, if you're in Madison, try to visit New Glarus. They also have a brewery and beer tasting. You can only buy it in Wisconsin. I'm gonna check it out. How do I copy and paste from the chat? Oops, here we go. Copy, because I copy. Nuglaris. Oh, Nuglaris Brewing Company. I'm just gonna add that, and then I'll remember why I added Nuglaris to my trip. I mean, Madison is kind of on the way, so you know. You see, Madison is here, Nuglaris, and then Milwaukee, and then I'm going north. All right. Oh, we have another troll, Alex Goriki. I wonder what he said. And by the way, I did reset the chat. If I missed your message and you want to copy and paste, type it again, by all means. Brandon, have you ever or would you like to drive the Natchez Trace Parkway? I've drove a very small portion of it, the portion that goes on the northwestern corner of Alabama. But yeah, definitely I wanna drive the Natchez Trace Parkway. Hi Robert, are you planning on going to the Art Village Rally in Florida in February 2020? I didn't know there was one, but yes, I would love to go. Actually, I haven't. I haven't really done my rally research. At some point, I want to hit like most of the most important rallies around the country. Robert, favorite pizza? Um, I like me a good margarita or anything, and then meat lovers. It depends. It really depends. It has more to do with the quality of the pizza than what's in the pizza itself. Except Hawaiian. I do not like Hawaiian pizza. I don't think pineapple ever belongs on a pizza. But that's just me. That's my taste. All right, everybody. Uh, I'm gonna start wrapping this up, winding this down. The big ton show. Did you look into the Colorado diesel before you bought your Colorado? Yes, and the only advantage really is, besides it probably lasts a long time, it's fuel economy. It's not really much stronger tow capacity wise. So that's why I decided to go for the gas version. You know, it's easier to find gas on the road. Have you been to Hilton Head? And I was in Hilton Head once, Brandon, but it was for work, where we were doing a wedding with a band back in the day when that was like 10 years ago or more. Creepy Joe, Randy, yeah, I saw something about that. You know, I watch Camo Dave whenever I wanna find out what's happening in the gossip world of YouTube. I live in beautiful Wisconsin, but I would love to check out the Oregon coast. Oregon coast is amazing. Yes, definitely. When will these videos hit YouTube? I probably in 2 weeks I'm gonna publish the first one. I'm actually taking a break this week. I haven't really edited anything for Sunday, but I'll have something. Okay, Murdix has 2 shops on the island, but there are plenty of fudge shops to sample. But we favor Murdix. It's the oldest family-run shop. Make sure you rent a bike. Definitely will do that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on the island, but I definitely want to check out the Grand Hotel, of course, because we all saw that movie Somewhere in Time, and definitely eat some fudge and see the island. I've heard it's great. Beyond the Horizon, thank you so much for that super chat. Have you stayed in Palm Desert, California? No, but I stayed right next to it in Bernalillo. No, Bernalillo is right next to no. Hey, what's it called? Lake Cahuilla State Park. It's not in Indio. It's not quite Palm Desert. It's that other town in between. What part of Florida are you from? Florida, Miami. Where are you now? I am in South Dakota. What signs have you seen or planning to see in the local vicinity? Well, Mount Rushmore is the main one, and then the Badlands State National Park. What kind of exercise do you get on the road? From Jacob DeVille. I do a lot of hikes, as you've seen, and I do some sit-ups, and that's about it. Hello from Newfoundland. All right. You have a Micro Minnie too. I can't wait to visit Newfoundland as well. Black Hills Place House. Tammy McDowell is close to where you are. Well, we'll see. What's for dinner tonight? Today, I don't know. I don't know yet. I have some frozen meatballs. I might do a pasta with meatballs, and I also have one of these. Actually, I don't feel like working. No, these are the meatballs, and I have one of those frozen meals from PF Chang's. I could do one of those too. I don't know. All right, everybody. As always, it's great to be able to chat with you here. It's and let me show you where we are. It's RV Park here in North Dakota, and that's my neighbor. I really enjoy doing these live chats. So until next Friday, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm writing. I have the guitar up there, but it's like behind a bunch of stuff. Next Friday, I promise I'll play the guitar. So, and I'm losing my voice for some reason. What app do you? Last question. What app do you use to find your campgrounds? There's Allstays. There's RV Parky, and that's about it. That's what I'm using right now. And sometimes I just Google, Google Maps, put RV, type RV Park, and that's it. All right. Have a great weekend, and see you next Friday. Still on the road. Next Friday. Where am I gonna be next Friday? Maybe I won't have any internet if I'm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We'll see. Anyways, see you on the road. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Have a great weekend.